We're back on. It'll be shot on. I apologize. We were trying to get the stream back up and running. We had an issue. Somebody unplugged our router here, so I apologize that we weren't back up and running. We are here now. Cal has scored to make it a 1-0 lead. A goal by Mike Vasco on a penalty kill. As soon as the penalty expired, he came in on a breakaway from a breakout play and was able to misplay by starter Caden Harak. So you didn't miss anything other than an exciting goal, which we have recorded. You will be able to watch it back whenever we put this all back together later. Once again, we apologize for any technical difficulties here. Chase Evans throws one across, and it'll be dumped across by the Colonials. 2:47 remaining in the first frame. Mikey Farkle will carry this one across the blue, across the red, and then shoots one in. He's going to try to pick up his own rebound, but he can't get past the stick of Justin Newton. Back behind it goes for the Colonials, as Parker Smith throws one up along the half wall. So picked up by Dane Heckman. Heckman will pass this one across, and it'll be dumped in by Cal behind. It'll be a save by Harak, and it'll be dumped back in by Smith. Down it goes. Smith recollects on his backhand with 1:58 remaining in the frame. Behind the net it goes. It'll be dumped back in. And they're going to beat out the icing. Up to the shot. Scores! John Betts beats the defender back to the puck. And Sarakowski wasn't ready for the snapshot right in front of the crease. And it's 1-1 here. Once again, we apologize for the lapse in our coverage. So we had a small issue with our router being untouched here, unplugged. Across it goes, picked up by Cal on a face-off win. It'll be dumped in, 1:41 remaining in the first frame. The goal by Betts ties things up after Vasco scored just after a penalty expiration on a breakaway. And a misplay by the starter, Harak. Colonials will throw this one across. Picked up by Lucido. I'm sorry, by
John Betts.
Dumped in by Cassivi.
By number 9, Parker Smith.
Down Cassivi will pass this one up along the half wall. Up in front. And they're going to come in offside. 59.5 seconds remaining in the first. We'll have another face-off.
From Smith and Parzynski at 1:47.
Face-off outside the zone. 12-11 are the shots in favor of Cal. 1-1 is your score. That'll be Calmanier throwing this one back into the zone. Picked up by Brian Baker. Pressure by Justin Day. Carried out by Parzynski. It'll be dumped back in, and comes Calmanier. Bendakovic throws one up along the half wall. It's going to be picked up and carried in by the Colonial shot. Look for the tip in front by Furcucci. Back behind it goes. Brian Baker. Watches the hit get applied. 13 seconds remaining in the frame. Up at the point, shot on, just tipped wide by Parzynski. Rebound comes across. Out to the point, 2 seconds remaining in the frame. Love dumps one down, and that'll be the end of the opening frame. And they're going to get into a little bit on the ice here, but we'll regroup. 1-1 is your score at the end of one. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is CHE first round action in the men's third division. We'll be back with your second frame. back here at the Palmer Imaging Arena in Delmont, Pennsylvania. We want to apologize for the technical difficulties earlier during the first frame, as we were setting up for 3 broadcasts here, and we tried to do 2 last week, and we had a hard time with it, so we set a full-on router inside with the hard wire so we didn't have to worry about the dropouts and everything. Unfortunately, one of the teams showed up to set up for their broadcast and unplugged the router, so unfortunately we are we had a little bit of a dropout during the intermission, so we want to apologize for that. We did record the missed putt. It will be uploaded later this evening for you that you can watch the back. What you missed from that was nothing crazy other than a goal by Vasco, and that was Mike Vasco for Cal as he was coming out of the penalty box. It was shuffled to him. He was chasing it down, and it appeared that Caden Harak made the initial save and was able to push it off to the side. Unfortunately, he misplayed it, and it ended up being just pushed in by Vasco, and that made it 1-0 Cal. A little bit later, as soon as you saw and you came back, you saw Betts be able to beat out an icing call and fire one from point-blank range to beat Sarakowski to make it 1-1. And it does look like Zakowski is going to go into the cage for the second frame. Let me just verify that. Like I said, I had 3 separate lineup cards I had to look at. Yes, it's going to be Luke Zakowski out for the second. Nope, it's Harak. It's Harak. I apologize. Anyway, back here for the second frame. Farkel's going to step in for this one. It will be Harak stepping in for Robert Morris to the right. They're going to come over and speak through, and stepping in is Smith with Farkel, and it's going to be won by Farkel back. Cal will dump this one in. It'll be picked up by Parzinski. Parzinski will dump this one the length of the ice, and that one will be an icing call. 19:51 remaining in the second. I promise I'll do better this period for you guys at home. At least hopefully you'll have an entire broadcast this one. Farkel will step in with Smith. Face-off will be won again by Farkel. But we drop back to the point across the slot, and it's going to be ping-ponged around and picked up by the Colonials, and dumping it in. It's Justin Newton. They'll go make it to the center. Picked up by Parzinski. Comes in, throws one through the slot that's blocked a couple times and stops, and the Vulcans will get it as far as the blue line. It'll be kept in by the Colonials. Dumped in by Sorelli. And behind it goes Smith up along the half wall. Picked up by Sorelli. It'll go around, tip, rebound. Comes across, it's going to be sitting around. It's going to fall underneath Sarakowski. He'll hold on to it. And it will break down a little bit for half a second with 19:12 remaining while the faceoff coming up to the right, the left of Sarakowski. Face off to the left. Going to be Bendakovic stepping in with Lucido. It'll be one back around, picked up and thrown up by Provident. It will make its way out. And the Vulcans will make it in. Nebel have to get a shot on, but Colonials can't get it out of the zone. Kept in. Shot save made. Rebound comes on, tipped the ground, and glove down by Harak. Harak holds on to it. Will face off to the right of the Robert Morris net. Noah Long resets here and gets back with the puck behind the net. Backhands up for Zach Love. Love back to Long. Will be passed in, and the Colonials, Bendakovic tries to battle along the half wall as for Cucci. We'll dump this one in behind the net, up for Love. And out it comes for Nebel. Down Bendakovic. Throws one up along the half wall, and will be carried out by the Colonials. We'll go back out to center. Baker just dumps it in behind the net. Picked up and carried and on to the low glass and the Neshing. They'll have a face-off coming all the way back down to the right of Sarakowski. Nope, they're going to say this one outside the zone. Bookman wins the face-off. And they'll battle in front of us. They picked up. The Vulcans can only get it as far as the blue line before the Colonials turn and bring it back into the zone with Luff. Luff being muscled off by Kroputska. Around it goes, an opportunity. Here we go for the Vulcans. Shot in, goes low, and it's a save on a Kalmanier shot. Colonials bring it in. Dumped out. Chasing it down on a slapper is Dax Kress. And holding on to it is Heryak. 16:59 remaining in the second. Well, a face-off to the right of Heryak. Colonials gain possession. Throw this one up along the half wall, and carrying it out is Ermagiotti. Throws one on, and Daniels attempts to win the faceoff forward, does so. Picked up by Kasivi. And the net comes off again. 16:34 remaining in the second. Bendakovic steps in with Daniels once again. Battle of strength long, and it'll be won by Cal as Dax Kress tries to throw one outside the zone. Levander couldn't get to it. So picked up and dumped in by Chase Evans. They're gonna say no icing on the play. Sorelli throws one up along the half wall. And into the zone comes Robert Morris. Back behind Vasco, throws one up along the half wall. That makes its way outside the zone, and Tepsik will dump this one in to the penalty box. 15:52 remaining in the second. Face off at center ice. Cal will dump this one into the near corner. Where Noah Long carries it across, and it'll be picked up by John Betts. Betts, who had the goal for the Colonials in the first frame. It'll be cleared out and dumped back in by Tepsic. Vasco dumps one up along the half wall. And it'll be cleared out to center. Long will dump it back in, and out it goes. Length of the ice, but no icing on the play. Carrying it is Chop. They'll regroup back behind. Parker Smith will dump this one the length of the ice. It'll go on net, no icing on the play. That'll be Searles. Throws it back to center, and Searles will have to regroup and dump this one in to the middle of the boxes. 14:44 remaining in the second frame. Bendakovic steps in with Lucido. It'll be won by Bendakovic back. Robert Morris from the point, shot on, will come around and picked up by the Vulcans. It'll make its way across for Brian Baker. Vulcans will be able to make it out the zone, looking over for Lucido. And being taken down was Lucido, but no penalty on the play. Opportunity here, dumped in. And a battle behind Love. With Lucido, it'll be dumped back around by Lucido. Turning shot was blocked, and Lucido will carry it the other way. Into the near corner. Dumped by Porsinski. Shot on and save by Provident. Now we'll face off to the left of the starter, or Yock. 13:59 remaining in the second frame. Back down, the Colonials will dump this one across the wall, and out they come. Dumped in by Vukman. Battling behind, picked up by LaQuatra. LaQuatra to the point, shot on by Sorelli, and it'll be kept in by Jones. LaQuatra played his high school puck at Shaler. It'll be shot on, and the net will come off once again, 13-26. We covered the ACHA tournament here last week. This was an issue with the nets as they continue to come off of their moorings. Sarakoski talking to the officials, looking for an explanation. Kalmanier throws the face-off around and cleared out, where Jones regroups. Over for Sorelli, who dumps one in the length. Down it'll be Kaib. Try to get around, and it's going to be picked up by the Colonials. Throws one in front, and an opportunity finds a stick of the Vulcans, and the shot by Wade Daniels goes off of a stick and into the rafters. 13:01 remaining in a second. 1-1 is your score. First round action here at the Palmer Imaging Arena. Daniels steps in with Farkle, and it's going to be won by Farkle. Up and carrying into the zone is Chase Evans. Evans, it's around, eventually does cross the blue and throws one into the corner. Pick the cross, and it'll be dumped up into the zone. Low shot by Furcucci. Around to the half wall, Sam Palmer throws one all the way across that Can't be kept in by Forcucci, and he'll regroup back along the half wall. I'm sorry, by Wade Daniels. Daniels throws one up along for Betts. Betts, shot, scores! John Betts with his second of the contest at 12-16, and it's 2-1 Robert Morris. Betts was able to bring it in, just skated to the top of the circles and fired one top corner. Smith throws one back across, picked up by the Colonials and dumped in. So he tipped across, and Betts looking for the hat trick. Passes one over for Smith. Smith back to Betts in the corner. Betts feeling it here in the near corner. Throws one up to the point. Shot. Looks for the tip in front. It goes wide. Back behind it'll be Newton. Newton behind the cage. Throws one through. Betts shot. Oh, just missed the Hattie there. Coming across. Baker dumps one down. Smith. Back to Baker. It's going to be too hard for him, and it's going to go the length of the ice. Out they come. Porzinski.
His 12th of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 17, John Betts.
Will be cleared up and kept in by the Vulcans. Back down.
20, Sam Palmer.
Dumped in front, and the Colonials will regroup, and it'll be thrown out off the stick of Betts. Porzinski will chase this one down into the zone. Far corner, Porzinski. Dumps one up along the half wall, and it's going to be kept by Newton. Newton throws one over and dumped in by the Colonials, but as far as Heckman. They'll regroup, throw this one up along the half wall, and it'll be tipped back down. The two teams will battle for positioning behind the net. As Halmanier holds on, it'll be picked up and shot and blocked by Provident. Now they come, the Colonials. In, shot, low, just misses the net. Back down. And there will be a penalty coming up. There'll be an interference call, and it will be on Jake Provident. 10:23 remaining in the second frame. Power play coming up for the Colonials.
Number 44, Jake Provident. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 10:23. Provident for Cal U, 2 for interference at 10:23.
Nikovic will step in with Farkle, won by the Colonials. Back to the point. That'll be Sorelli. Across to Sorelli. Has a luff on the far, but it's going to be Sorelli's shot. Glove down by Sarakowski. 2-1 is your score. 10:14 remaining in the second frame. 1:51 remaining in the power play for Robert Morris. But Nikovic will step in. It'll be won by Farkle, and it'll be clear to the length of the ice. Heryak will come out and leave it for Love. Love brings in his own shot. Will go along to the half wall. Back down, Love. We'll watch it get sent the length of the ice. Heryak will wait. Leaves it for Sorelli. He'll slowly play it down for 1:19 remaining in this penalty. And it'll be carried in by Robert Morris. Shot tipped in front. Rebound for Love. Just throws one in, and that net will come off one more time. 9:28 remaining. Face-off comes back into the zone. Once again, we have 3 games going on right now. Behind me on the UPMC, formerly known as the West Rink, it is Carnegie Mellon and Robert Morris in a men's 4th Division championship game. That'll be the Robert Morris Broadcasters On the opposite ring, UPJ and Kent State are playing in the other side of the bracket for the men's 3 division. We've got 2 games after these two. The women's 2 will play. I'll have Ohio State and the University of Buffalo. Down will be picked up and cleared out. In the opposite rink will be Brockport and I believe Pittsburgh for the women's 2. That'll be Matt Popchalk on the opposite side. Here, Justin Newton will pass this one out. We kept in Smith across, which we turned over. An opportunity coming the other way for Dax Kress, but he's going to be picked. Betts couldn't get to it, so it's going to be dumped back in by the Colonials. Cal with an opportunity on the backhand, tried to throw a pass through and blinded. It was picked up by the Colonials. Coming out is Smith. Smith is going to be picked along at the blue line. And in comes Kress. Kress waits, throws one across. And the Colonials will pick it up and dump it outside the zone for Smith. Parker Smith leaves one across. Betts loses the puck. Waits, throws one up along the half wall. It's going to be cleared out. Opportunity coming the other way, and they're going to battle. And we have a penalty coming up. It's going to be on Dax Kress. And they're just going to send him to the locker rooms. Kress has either got a misconduct or he's been ejected. We'll find out here whenever they discuss what the penalty is. It happened behind me, so we're going to find out if it's a game, if it's a 5-inning game, or if it's a 10-minute misconduct. Because he wouldn't come back before the end of the period anyway. The two teams, they're talking it over. What the explanation is. Dax Kress played his high school hockey in Washington for the Trinity Illers. Talking it over still.
Cal U penalty. Assessed to number 9, Dax Kress, a 5-minute major for kicking and a game DQ. Time of penalty, 8:14.
Kress, 5 for kicking
For Cal U,
and a
5-minute major
game
for kicking
misconduct.
And a game disqualification at 8:14.
8:14 remaining in the second frame. Kress on the season, 15 points, 9 goals, 6 assists. He had 2 game-winning goals for the Vulcans. It's a big loss for Jason Greenway's team. It happened behind us. I don't have any video of it. But a power play coming up. 5 minutes for the Colonials. Bendakovic will lose the face-off to Farkle, and it'll come around and picked up and cleared by Vasco. Length of the ice, 2-1 is your score. Robert Morris leading Cal here in the first round of the CHE Men's Division III tournament. Back into the zone is Kasivi. And the net comes off again. Yes. Understandably, a lot of grief about it here on the Colonial side. That net has probably been off 4 times in this period at this point. Farkle will step in once again, and it'll be won by Robert Morris. Bendakovic will watch this one go back out to the point. We picked up and shot and tipped in front on a shot by Sorelli. Down, thrown across, and be dumped around. Colonials. Wait. Bendakovic up at the slot. Shot off the post, goes back out to the side. That'll be Sorelli. Throws one across, finds Luff. Luff dumps one down for Bendakovic, and it'll be cleared out. And all the way down, where Heryak regroups. He's around for Sorelli. Waits, throws one across center. Back for Love. 3:46 remaining in the penalty. Down it goes. Cito couldn't get it out of the zone, kept in nicely by Newton. Back up, across Newton, and he'll lose the puck, and it'll just come outside the zone. Newton regroups back to his own blue line. Newton head of steam into the zone. Newton gets around the first defender, throws one that's just high. And Vasco tries to throw one out. He does make contact, and it will make its way down to Heryak. Be picked up by John Betts. Betts 2 goals in the game so far. Carrying across, Betts, just missed that shot. It'll come back out of the zone, and they'll regroup again. 2:58 remaining in the penalty. Heryak. Here's one for Newton. On the backhand, Newton over for Betts. Betts carries it across center, and will dump this one down, where it'll be Smith. Smith, 6 power play goals for the Colonials. Look out, Newton. Newton dumps one down. LaQuatra's shot will be saved and dumped back out by Heckman up to the point and cleared out. LaQuatra regroups into the zone. 2:24 remaining in the penalty. Shot, Betts just wide. Down Smith. Down Betts. Muscles off a Vulcan defender. Betts waits, throws one to the slot. Rebound comes on, shot just wide of the net by Forcucci. It's going to be a penalty coming up against the Vulcans. It's going to go wide, 1:56 remaining in the first. And it's going to be picked up and touched by Newton. They'll regroup, bringing it in. Newton throws one across center, and it's going to make its way in for Betts. Betts with an opportunity here. Waits, throws one through. It's another cleared attempt. 1:39 remaining on a delayed penalty. Going to be cleared up. And Wade Daniels. Daniels across, shot blocked, and falling down on the block. Having a hard time getting up is Chase Evans. In comes Smith. Smith comes in, shot, just misses the net. It'll go wide. 1:15 remaining in the first penalty. There is a delayed penalty still being held. Smith's shot blocked. Once again, Lucido goes into the boards, and it will be touched, and completely unnecessary run there by Jake Provident on Love, but they'll talk it over, and let's see what they call here. Penalty's going to be against Chase Evans.
Cal U penalty assessed number 8, Chase Evans, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 4:19. That's Evans for Cal U.
They'll have a minute 6 on the 5-on-3. Minute 6 remaining on the major penalty to Kress. Evans heads off. 4:19 to go in the second frame. Farkle steps in once again with Bendakovic, and it'll be shot on and saved by Sarakowski. Farkle steps in one more time with Bendakovic. It'll be cleared up to the point by Sorelli, and it does make its way out. Across it goes for Love. They'll regroup on the 5-on-3. 53 seconds remaining on the penalty. Shot across and blockered off by Sarakowski. Love drops one back for Bendakovic. His shot will be blocked by his own player, that was Kasivi, and it's going to be an opportunity to come into the way. Farkle. Mikey Farkle's going to bring it into the zone. Fires one shot, just going to be sticked off and out of play by Heryak. 3:46 to go in the frame. Face-off coming down to the left of the Robert Morris net. 5-on-3 for the Colonials for another 33 seconds, but a defensive zone face-off. 2-1 is your score. Robert Morris leading Cal. Lucido. This is the puck. It's going to be picked up, and the Colonials will come the other way. Lucido is trapped 3-on-2, but they don't take their time coming across. Betts. It's muscled on the point. Wait. Shot was blocked. Rebound comes across, and it will be held on to, and their face-off coming up. 3:32 remaining. The delayed penalty against Cal once again with 1:13 remaining in the second penalty. We're gonna have an extended 5-on-3 here. As they're gonna call Matt Lucido. Extended 5-on-3 for the Colonials. 18 seconds remaining on the first minor. They won't be able to get a player back until the whistle. It'll be one across by Nebel and out on the bench though. It's just gonna be, they're gonna call it.
Cal U penalty assessed to number 16, Matt Lucido. 2 minutes for slashing.
Slashing on Lucido.
3:32. Lucido for Cal U.
Austin McLean lets us know what's going on here. Parker Smith will step in with Colin Nebel. 14 seconds remaining on the first penalty, but we're gonna use the 106 on the second one. Around it comes for Justin Newton. He'll pass this one out for Fukuchi. Across it goes, Betts. Betts waits on the backhand across. Comes in shot, blocked off Smith. Rebound comes off a defender, and Sarakowski gets across and gloves it down as that one was gonna bounce around a little bit. 3:08 remaining in the second frame. 1:52 remaining in the first penalty. The third penalty, 46 seconds remaining in the second penalty. We'll go with 46 for the 5-on-3. They'll get one of the players can come back to the bench or onto the ice, but they need to have 3 out there. Farkle and Love step in. Farkle back, cross, won by Love. Shot on, block, save made by Sarakowski. Up to the point, kept in by Baker. Baker down. Picked up by Bendakovic. Bendakovic on low for Love. Love throws one in front, he'll tip it around, shot on, blocked. Rebound comes up. It's gonna be thrown into the slot and picked up by Farkle and dumped with 18 seconds remaining in that first official penalty here. It'll be picked up by Baker. Brings it in, the captain will drop it back for Love. Love brings it in, 5 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. We'll have 1:05 of power play time. Shot on was blocked. Luff with the opportunity. 5-on-4 now with 1 minute to go. It'll be cleared up across. Shot, save made, rebound comes across on the opportunity by Baker. Goes up to the half wall. That'll be Bendakovic. Bendakovic has Love at the point. That uses him. Love, back to Bendakovic. Throws one back, Love, shot. Down picked up by Bendakovic. Down Love. The Kasivi throws one through the slot, and Farkle will dump this one out with 27 seconds remaining in the penalty. 1:38 remaining in the period. It'll be cleared up and dumped back to Baker. Brian Baker will carry this one into the zone. Along the half wall, throws one in behind, and Kasivi watches that puck get cleared out with 5 seconds to go. And the extended almost 7 minutes of power play time for the Colonials will come to an end. With no goals on the board, Cal will kill it all. Be picked up by Baker along the half wall behind. That'll be Nebel. Throw in front. Nebel is in front. They'll be tipped across, back out to the point. That'll be Provident throwing one down behind. It'll be picked up by the Vulcans, back out to Provident. Providence shot will be thrown on and save made by Heryak with 47 seconds remaining, and a member of the Vulcans was hit in front of the net, and he's still down. That is Zito, Nick Zito, who actually played his, I'm sorry, that is, apologies. Yeah, that is Nick Zito. Nick Zito played his high school hockey here for Franklin Regional. This was his home rink. This is the rink where they play majority of the high school games, if not all of them. It'll be dumped in behind Justin Newton. It'll be dumped in by Noah Long behind the net. 29 seconds remaining in the frame. Across it goes for Provident. They'll just dump this one in. Look out, and they'll play catch. Out comes Heckman. The shot will come in, and Heryak will hold on to it. 15 seconds remaining. We'll regroup up to the left of Heryak. Farkle wins the face-off back for Vasco. He just dumps it back into the corner. Farkle will collect. Opportunity in front, falls down, and Heryak will just regroup, and some extracurriculars going on in front of the net with 7 seconds to go. Parker Smith steps in with Mikey Farkle. A reset. Smith loses the face-off of Farkle. It kept with 4 seconds remaining. It'll be cleared out with 2-1. They're going to take a quick shot. It's going to go out of play, but that's going to be the end of the second frame here with your score. Robert Morris 2 and Cal U 1. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is the CHE first round here at Palmer Imaging Arena on 10band.tv. We'll be back with your third frame in a little bit here.
UPJ up 2-0 on the other side. 6:45 still left in the second period.
Back here at Palmer Imaging Arena, your third period coming up. Robert Morris leading Cal U 2-1, 2 goals by John Betts, the difference from the South Park. The goal for California from Vasco. But is the third period coming up. As Caden Hirock will head to our left, and to our right will be Adam Sarakowski for Cal. "20 minutes to play." One of these teams heading into tomorrow's matchups. For the 6th-seeded Vulcans, if they were to pull off the victory here, they will play St. Vincent. Robert Morris wins, they will play IUP. Soft one and brought in by Robert Morris behind the net. Opportunity. Betts is going to collect the puck, throw one up along the half wall, back up to the point. It's going to make its way out, where Baker will just dump it back in. Around picked up by Searles. Up past Farkle and into the zone. Searles. It'll be an icing call. 19:32 remaining in the third. We'll have a face-off coming into the zone. Other than the misplay earlier in the game, Hirock has stepped in and stepped up for the Colonials. Shots are 33-24 in favor of Robert Morris. Smith steps in with Lucido, and it'll be won by Smith, and out come the Colonials. Betts into the zone. Betts throws one across. It'll be picked up by Lucido. Matt Lucido throws one on the back. A drop across for Zito. And the Colonials bring it back in with Brian Baker. Baker will lose the puck. And here comes Nebel. Nebel gets through a couple defenders nicely, throws one down, shot across, save made, rebound, backhand shot. Does sit into the crease, and falling on it is the starting netminder, Hirock. And with 18:55 remaining, faceoff will come up to the left of the Colonials' net. Bendakovic steps in with Kalmanier. And it'll be one across. Kalmanier will pass it to the point, shot on. It'll be tipped around, rebound, sits in the slot. Opportunity here on the backhand shot. Was just to the side of the net by Karputska. Thrown across by Day, and out come the Colonials. Dumping into the zone is Forcucci. They'll come up in a face-off, will be down low. Mentioned it last week if you caught our ACHA coverage. This rink has a couple unique attributes as the netting overhangs and goes in about 2 feet. Back across, it'll be won by Cal, but controlled by Robert Morris behind the net. That'll be Bookman. Throws one in front, and it's going to be picked up and carried out by Karputska. Karputska will throw this one, he'll sit behind. He gets it on the backhand, tries to throw one around Day. Waits, throws one through. Karputska couldn't get to it, so they'll hold on to it. 18:07 remaining in the third. Not only that, we have low-hanging rafters, and up until about a couple years ago, a center-hung scoreboard that fell down about another 4 feet that was in the way of the clearing attempts. That's Chase Evans throwing one around. It'll be picked up and kept in by the Vulcans, but that will be Jack Jones throwing this one out past the waiting stick of LaQuatra, and icing will be called. 17:46 remaining in the final frame. Farkle steps in with Luff. Face-off won by Farkle, but it's going to be actually won by Luff, and it'll come across. Farkle's going to watch that one go and hit, looks like a couple of scratches on the side of the Robert Morris bench. 17:41, we'll have another face-off. Stepping is Wade Daniels. Daniels and Farkle will be won by Farkle. Back to the point, up and dumped by Jones and out of play along the board. 17:34 remaining. Daniels and Farkle step back in. We won back by Farkle, shot on just wide by Zambrowski, and it's going to go back to the point, kept in nicely, but second effort gets it out. Farkle will have to regroup, throws one in, gets past him, an opportunity coming back in as Daniels, gets around a couple defenders, but that extra shirt does get to him before it's going to be Kasivi getting a shot that goes around. Picked up by the Colonials. Betts throws one on net and held on to by Sarakowski. 17:06 remaining in the third. 2-1 Robert Morris leads. Face-off coming up in the Colonial zone. Smith and Lucido step in. One back by Lucido. Bounce around. Vasco throws one up along the boards. It's picked up, and he'll regroup on his own. Dumps it up all the way. Lucido on the fly. Lucido comes in. He falls down. That actually is a tripping minor coming up against the Colonials. Puck does come out of the zone, and a Bronx cheer from the Cal fans as they're excited about the fact there was a penalty, and they're going to get another one. It's going to be an extended 5-on-3 as two tripping minors on the same play lead Robert Morris to the disadvantage. Twin tripping minors to Brian Baker and Michael Parzinski and John Betts. Baker was over speaking to the official about it as the captain. He's not very happy with the call, but 2 full minutes of 5-on-3 for the Vulcans here. Farkle steps in as Vasco Lucido looks to be Chop and Evans.
RMU penalties assessed to number 17, John Betts, and number 28, Brian Baker. 2 minutes each for tripping.
Face off one, back, shot on, Vasco, glove save, made.
Betts and Baker, both for RMU, both 2 minutes for tripping at 16:36.
Face off will be to the right. Sorry, to the left of her yacht. Back it goes. They'll regroup and picked up and cleared by the Colonials with extra effort there. They were picked up by Vasco, bringing it into the zone. Vasco, 1:35 remaining to 5-on-3. Throws it across Lucido. Lucido throws one tipped across and back up to Vasco at the point. He gets it in front of the bench. Vasco. One down. Lucido's shot's just wide of the net. Farkle leaves it, and it's going to be Vasco having to come back out of the zone to collect. Pressure by Smith, picked up by Vasco. Brings it in. Vasco, everybody all over him, and it's going to be picked up by the Colonials out to Lucido. Lucido goes to the center slot. Lucido, right point, throws one down. Vasco through, looks for the tip for Farkle. Farkle watches it go past on a deflection back across Vasco looking for Farkle. 51 seconds remaining in a 5-on-3. Vasco down, Lucido throws one through the slot. It's going to be blocked, and Smith is going to attempt to clear this. He's going to make it, and it's going to make it all the way out. Picked up by Farkle at center. Vasco's going to look for a change. Farkle drops one back. Opportunity here. Coming on. Is that an opportunity? Rebound back up for Farkle. Down. Back to the point. Zambrowski watches it get picked up by Lucido. 18 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3, looking for the tip in front. Farkle can't get to it. Zambrowski gets the save. Zambrowski throws one through, looks for the tip in front. It's going to be shot out. Lucido shoots it high, and that's going to come off. 5 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3, and we'll have another face-off. Once again here, if you want to follow again, the women's 2-division playoffs begin as Buffalo and Ohio State face off on this network. Face off to the left of Heryak. Smith steps in. It's going to be one and shot on by Kalmanier. With 1 second remaining in the 5-on-3, we'll have another face-off. Heryak. Kalmanier steps in, and penalties will expire. Luff will win the faceoff, but Day behind the net waits, throws one. It's going to go to the side of the net. He's going to come around on a wraparound. No chance there as Best comes in. Betts watches this one get cleared back up along the boards. Faceoff will come back out. 14:21 remaining in the third. Lucido steps in with Daniels. It'll be one back by Lucido. Dumped in by the Vulcans. Lucido will have to carry it in. Shot will go on and saved by Heryak. 14:10 remaining in a third frame. Lucido steps in with Daniels. It'll be one over. Dumped back around by Kasivi. Up. Lucido. This one through the slot. It's going to be picked up and attempted there. Nicely kept in. Taking the hit was Nebel. Up to the point and cleared off of Provident. And up. It'll be picked up. Barzinski will dump that one into the zone. Back to collect is Jack Jones. Jones throws one up, and it goes to clear all the way down behind, and will be an icing call. 13:29 remaining in the third. Robert Morse still leading 2-1 over Cal here at Palmer Imaging Arena. Thank you for joining me this Friday evening. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is 10man.tv. We apologize about the earlier mishaps that occurred on our broadcast that were out of our control. But we are here now, so we have Kalmanier stepping in for the face-off dot with Daniels. It'll be won by Kalmanier back. And out it goes, picked up by Joey LaQuatra. LaQuatra will dump this one in behind. It'll be picked up by Searles, and he'll just clear this one out to the point. Searles lets it go, and it'll be Vasco on the opposite wall. Vasco across for Justin Day. Day looking for the home run pass, goes past Chop. It's cleared up and past Loff. Loff will let this one go out. Back down it goes. Searles on the backhand finds Karpuska, and it'll be cleared out. Picked up by Parzinski. Back in for Searles. Up for Vasco that makes his way out to Day. Day for Kapuska. Throws one through, past Farkle and everybody. It's going to go clear out. And it'll be dumped in by Vasco around. And Farkle will chase this one down. It went all the way back down. Farkle goes behind the net. For a little bit of effort there, and Robert Morris will have to watch as Love takes the hit to make the play. And a shot on was saved by Sarakowski. Little extracurricular at the blue line. 12-11 remaining in the third. Farkle steps in with Bendakovic. Goes back behind. And out it Cubs. Zembrowski will, sorry, that is Baker dumping it back in. Hit behind and kept in by the Colonials. And temporarily, as the opportunity coming the other way for Chase Evans. Evans into the zone, shot, save made. Farkle back behind for Evans. Evans throws one in front, looks for the tip in front. It goes back across Evans in a near wall. Evans looks for the point. It'll be picked up by Zembrowski. Back down Evans. He'll get battled by Long, and it'll be cleared up and the length. Wing out is Kaib. Brandon Kaib throws one up that's picked up by the Colonials and dumped on Sarakowski and held on. 11-17 remaining in the third.
Tonight's game and all games this weekend are broadcast live by 10BAM TV.
Face off coming to the left of Sarakowski.
Check them out at 10BAM.tv or on the Roku or Amazon Fire apps. The CAG playoffs are professionally photographed by David Hag Photography.
Alex Kasibi.
Or action shots. Visit davidhagphotography.com.
Justin Newton along the half wall. Battles with Provident. It'll be dumped back into Lucido. He'll throw one back out to the blue line, but got down. Newton across, looking for Smith. Picked up, and here comes Lucido. Lucido throws one across. Has to get for the net opportunity, Parzinski. I'm sorry, that is Zito. Back out to the point, and it'll be cleared the length. Robert Morris able to keep it in the zone as Justin Newton throws one in behind the net. They'll regroup. He gets taken down by Parzinski. Back up to the point. Back into the zone. Zito takes out a Colonial on his way through, and Parzinski will carry this one back out. Chop. I'm sorry, Kalmanier. And there's a lot going on in front of us. A penalty coming up. It's going to be apparently on Cal. Tripping minor. 10 minutes exactly remaining in the third. It's going to be on. Oh, it's going to be on Robert Morris. It's going to be on Michael Parzinski. They had possession in the zone, so I thought it was going the other way. Farkle and Luffen will step into the dot. Parzinski with tripping. Come back out to the point. Vasco across. Lucido into the zone. Shot tipped around. It goes back out. Picked up by Vukman, and it'll be cleared out. Back carrying it out is Mike Vasco. Vasco at the head of steam, gets around a defender, loses it and back to the point. It'll be cleared up, an opportunity coming the other way for Jackson Vukman. Vukman waits, he's gonna be separated by Farkle. Farkle. Throws one in behind the cage. Back up to the point, Lucido. Looks for the tip in front, goes across. Vasco, 1:15 remaining in the penalty. They cleared up to the point. Farkle across Lucido. Throws one on, it's save made. Rebound comes back down. Picked up by Evans. Evans, back for Lucido. Thinks about it. Throws one back across for Vasco. Shot comes in. It's going to be blocked and cleared up and out. 49 seconds remaining in the penalty. Out comes Sarakowski to stop it. Vasco collects it. Up, carrying it out is Searles. Searles up for Karpuska. Karpuska into the zone. Leaves it to Evans. Evans has a little bit of trouble handling it, leaves it back up, and the Colonials will regroup and throw it out of the zone, but only so far as it's brought back in by Chop. John Chop. Goes down for Chase Evans. Evans the slot. Karpuska. That is Searles with a shot. Karpuska in front. Comes back on the backhand. Karpuska up. Searles. Karpuska. Back across. Shot on, just missed by the Colonials. Opportunity coming the other way is Bendakovic. Bendakovic in. Looking on the backhand. Save made and held on to by Sarakowski. Penalty has expired. 7:53 remaining in the frame. 5-on-5.
UPJ has scored with 13 minutes left. It is 2-1. So we got a close one over there as well.
Face-off won by the Colonials. Back to the point across. Picked up by Newton. It's going to be Betts. Betts out to the point. Be shot in wide. Newton will dump this one off of the Neshing. 7:53 remaining in the frame. We'll have another face-off. As we said, Cal wins today. They play St. Vincent. Robert Morris wins. They will play IUP. Thrown on net and held on to by Sarakowski. 7:33 remaining in regulation. 2-1, Robert Morris leads in this CHE opening round game for the men's Division III. Goes back into the corner. Up. Down Day. Just to get out of the zone, it's going to be bounced back out. And Commoneer has this pocket picked and coming the other way. Or the Colonials temporarily, as Karpuska will bring it back into the zone. We'll go past Day, we'll chase it on the half wall, to be picked up by Smith and cleared up and out. 7 minutes remaining in the frame. Icing is going to be the call. These two teams split their season series. Robert Morris won 4-2. And whenever they went to the CFS Bank Event Center on October 16th, and then on the 16th of February, Cal with a 5-2 win at the Island. Robert Morris will carry it out of the zone. It'll be dumped in by Sorelli. Back it goes Vasco. Vasco passes one out. It'll go past Lucido, and it'll be picked up and carried in the opposite way by Cassivi, but in comes Lucido. Gets behind the defenders for half a second. He'll throw one just wide of the net. It'll go back up and out of play. 6:27 remaining in the third. They're going to call the face-off down to the right. Cassivi's going to argue that. They're going to say face-off down to the right of Hryok. Hryok will watch as they drop the puck. Will be cleared up and out of the zone. Carrying it is Wade Daniels. Daniels' shot's just wide. It's up off the glass and out. Chasing it down is Brian Baker. Baker throws one up long, looking for Daniels. And it'll be dumped in by Zito. Dumping out is Vasco. Off of Farkel's stick and cleared on net. Parzinski along the half wall. It's up for Joey LaQuatra. LaQuatra into the zone. Coming shot. The save made. It'll be blocked. An opportunity coming the other way is Farkel. Farkel 2-on-2. Now it's going to be 2-on-3 as LaQuatra gets Jets to get back. A little bit of help there. Zito will dump this one on. Farkel will get to it. A little bit of pressure from LaQuatra. Farkel and Zito go back and forth. He'll go back along the half wall. Attempt to keep in by Kaib. Brandon Kaib, watch it go past him. And in comes Vukman. Vukman does get possession back behind, but he's going to throw it off his skate. Zito goes down to block that puck. Back down LaQuatra. LaQuatra, low. Throws one on the backhand across. It'll be shot and tipped just wide of the cage on the shot by Jones. LaQuatra, went on the backhand, goes wide. Back behind, picked up and thrown around by Brandon Kaib. Makes it up to the point. They'll regroup, and Kaib will get this one out for Farkel, and they'll regroup. 4:44 remaining in regulation. In comes the Colonials. Bendakovic behind the net, leaves it for Love. Love throws one up along the half wall. It'll be picked up by Forcucci. Forcucci behind, throws one across, picked up and carried out by Karputska. Karputska throws one on. That save made. Rebound comes across. Coming down was Kalmanir, and he'll hold on to it. Saved by Hiriak. Face-off coming to the left of the Colonials' net. They picked up across, and they'll make their way outside the cage. Picked up behind the net by Heckman. Passes it out for Day. Cross, Karputska. Can't control it, so it's going to be dumped back in by Smith, and Day will just chip this one back into the zone. Sorelli burns a little bit of time, 3:50 remaining in the frame. Kalmanir throws one on. It's going to be shot by Karputska, and it's going to be saved. Back out it goes and cleared off of a skate. And carrying it in is Newton. Karputska can't get to it. Smith throws one across. He'll find Noah Long into the far corner. Provident shakes off a defender, picks up the puck, throws one across. It's going to bounce off, and it's going to be picked up by Betts. Betts gets taken down, and he's going to throw it on the backhand, just misses high. Smith's shot stays wide. It's going to go all the way up to the point. Opportunity here for the Vulcans. As Chase Evans to go past him. It'll be dumped in barely by Farkel. Evans into the zone. Evans regroups, throws one across. Shot. Rebound over to Evans. 2:53. Down opportunity here. Parker Smith will throw this one around. So we picked up by Evans. Evans up to the point. Vasco on the backhand to keep it nicely. Back over. Evans a little too tough to get. Goes back down. Farkel for Evans. Evans back out past the stick of Vasco. 2:30 remaining. Vasco waits, thinks about it, has the pressure of two. Comes back down, it'll be cleared up to Farkel. Farkel carries it into the zone. 2:14 remaining in the frame. Back up to the point. Searles leaves it across Evans, down to Vasco. Vasco's shot, save made, held on to. 2:07 remaining. We'll have a face-off to the left of the starter, Hiriak. Timeout on the ice. We'll be back momentarily.
Tell me, was it worth the story? Spare me every
California University of Pennsylvania, trailing 2-1 to the Robert Morris Colonials in the Division III opening round matchup here at Palmer Imaging Arena. 2 goals by John Betts from South Park, the difference. Vasco with the goal for the Vulcans. Sierakowski will stay in the cage momentarily. It's 2:07 remaining. Farkle steps in with Bendakovic. Be won back by Farkle. Shot on, save made. Goes back out, cleared up, and it's going to be off a skate and kept in by Farkle. Farkle across for Evans. Chase Evans dumps one down behind for Farkle. It's going to make its way around. It's going to be Zambrowski, leaving it for Farkle. Farkle up to the point. Vasco throws one in on a chip. Look for the tip in front by Evans. Rebound goes through the crease and up along the half wall. Farkle tips one down for Evans. Back up to the point. Vasco. Vasco waits, shakes off the defender. Comes in, throws one backhand. It's going to be picked up by Chop. It's going to be cleared up but not out. Vasco playing center field, holds on to it. 1:27 remaining regulation. Farkle is going to carry it in, gets the zone. There goes Sierakowski, shot on, save made, held on to by Hiryok. And we'll have a face-off coming up to the left of the Robert Morris net. Cal used their penalty, their timeout. .120 remaining. Shots are 41-39 in favor of the Colonials. Farkle steps in with Smith. One back, shot on, just over. Picked up Lucido. Lucido behind the cage, empty net to our right. Up to the point, Vasco, 1:10 remaining in regulation. Shot will be blocked. It's going to go off of Evans. Evans is injured on the way down. It's going to be an ice by the Colonials. They need to get on to it, and it is called with 59.6 seconds remaining in the frame. Lucido all the way over on the right wall. Face off to the left. One up, Vasco. Vasco waits, 56 seconds remaining. Shot on, through, save made and held on to by Hiryok. 52.7 remaining. Farkle steps in with Smith. I'll wait for it. Will be dropped. Will be won by the Colonials. Persinski will dump this one out and the length of the ice, and icing call. Betts and Zambrowski were in a foot race for that one. Zambrowski winning and getting the icing call. 44.9. Here we go again to the left. Farkle steps in with Smith. It's going to be won back by Farkle. Vasco waits, throws it over for Zambrowski. Down. It's going to be Evans, leaving it for Lucido. Back around, Farkle. Throws one in front, it's going to be picked up. Betts is going to dump this one to length. It's going to bounce just right. And Vasco will get there with 23.2 seconds remaining in regulation. Another icing call against the Colonials. Betts looking for the long hat trick. Farkle once again against Smith. 2-1 Robert Morris leads. Face off. Coming up to the left of Hiryok. Face off one back, Vasco. Throws one on, it's going to be off of Chop. They're going to battle along the half wall. 15 seconds remaining, throws one in front. It's going to be picked up and cleared up to the point. Shot on by Zambrowski. Oh, it's going to be saved and cleared out by Hiryok. 10.2 seconds remaining in the third frame. We'll have another face-off deep. This time it'll be in the right dot. The rock. Fark steps in this time with Luff. Luff going to try to fall on it, but it's going to go up to Vasco. Vasco throws one across. Zambrowski shot, tipped in front, save made, comes back to the corner. It's going to be Evans. Evans up for shot on, tipped around, blocked, and it's going to be Robert Morris taking home a 2-1 victory over Cal U here at Palmer Imaging Arena. 2 goals by John Betts. The difference here. And the Colonials will head off to face the IUP Crimson Hawks tomorrow. I thank you for joining me. I apologize once again for our technical difficulties. I hope you enjoy the remainder of your day. Join me for a little bit of Women's Division II matchup here after we're done. Thank you again. I'm Brian Mitchell. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.